from here. All right, out here today. What's the date? The 3rd?
2nd.
July 2nd. Yeah, July 2nd, 2022. Got an unnamed source out here with me today. Anyway, I wasn't gonna really film, but I wanted to check the supers. There's really not much on there, but the drone comb is being built out. It's hard to see in the glare, but they're really building that out, so that's good. This colony's getting big, so we'll try to piece together something here to throw up on the channel, and we'll see how this goes. If you film it, you can pull screenshots of it. Okay? So here's the drone. This is a drone comb, but look how packed they are in there. They're pretty packed.
Yeah.
Be extremely careful because the queen can be on here. Is the drone comb?
Oh yeah.
Hey, if we get some close-ups, what I'd like to see is some eggs. What? They're filling it with nectar. No, we don't want nectar. We want eggs. And they're capping it over. They're starting to... They're making honey on my drone comb. That means the queen isn't up here. Alright, well, we got the drone comb out. They're still chilling here on the drone frame, and kind of pulled some of these frames up, and they are completely full of honey, except probably the first few in, huh?
Yeah.
I would say first few in. They're both sides are packed full of honey. The middle couple frames, we've only gone to here, gone to here, and they're basically, that is all honey down there, the whole thing, except for on the inside of this one from here and in the middle, there's some a lot of capped over brood in there. See down in here, this hive is pretty packed. This is still the 2nd deep, and pretty packed with bees in here, all the way to the edge of the frame. So that's what we like to see. I would like to see more brood though, but so far they look like they're gonna do good in the winter time. All that honey. Nice and fat in the winter. Yeah. All right. Well, I totally blew it, and I messed up the video. So, good news and bad news. The bad news is she's gonna get stung. Rick, come here. Come on, Ricky, come on. What we found out was, which gets me thinking here about the green drone frames that we have in each hive, in the deeps, on the outer side of the top deeps. I don't know if we may have to put them somewhere else, but I was figuring that's probably where we wanted to put them. But they, the one in A, we didn't get, or excuse me, B, we didn't get to hive A, but in hive B, the green drone frame that we pulled out is full of nectar on one side. And I thought I was recording when I wasn't, and I was recording when I thought I wasn't, so I kind of messed up that section of the video. But anyway, not sure what we're gonna do here. We're gonna have honey in our drone frame. So as far as A, I'm not sure yet. All we did was look at the honey super. But the main point of the whole thing I was trying to figure out was this hive, the super was put on. I wrote the date here, the day that I put the supers on, June 7th, and this one just about a week before, May 30th. This one had an excluder. This one also has more bees. This one seems to be a more populated colony than A. We'll just call this one A is less populated. B is more populated. And for video record, I wanted to basically log that we have differences in the colonies in the hives, as in B over here had an excluder on since day one of putting the super on, and we opted to experiment a little bit and take the excluder off of A, this one here. Well, it turns out some people say that they're queen excluders, some people say it's bee excluders, so that's what I've heard, which kind of in our case seems to be a little bit true. This colony here has never had the excluder on because we wanted to see if they drew out the frames faster than this one. Well, today when we popped them open at the same time, basically, this one that had the excluder on it had a few bees up in there, but nothing going on. They were drawing out maybe a 2 square inch section of one frame in the super, whereas this one on A, the less populated colony, actually has nectar in about 4 frames, 4 or 5 of the frames, and they're fully drawn out. Not all of the frames are drawn out, but obviously where all the nectar is, and also more. So there's probably close to 5 drawn out frames on this one, where there's no drawn out frames on that one, and this one did not have the excluder. So that bit of information might be helpful next year if I'm going to be trying to draw out some frames, even with this bloom of star thistle we have out here, which is huge. There's probably about 5 or 6 acres of star thistle and eucalyptus. If I'm starting with new frames, with this experiment here we did, I'm probably going to keep the queen excluder off, because if you think about it, they're not going to go up in there and lay eggs in your honey super if they're not drawn out anyway. So note for next time, even if there's a good bloom out here, but I am going to feed them maybe for at least another week or 2 until they get those frames drawn out, at least. They're drawn out and they're already packing honey in here, so I doubt the queen's even going to go up there. But anyway, that was just a little note to self on the experiment with the honey supers and the queen excluder. So hope it was informative.